since the last update. Well, we finally got the SpaceX IPO. It's here. You know, I'm not too excited, but you know what? That's my personal opinion. But I will say this: it did very well the first day, as we all expected it to do. It was one of the most hyped up stock IPOs in recent history. I think the stock was IPO at 135, and it ended the market day like 160, a little over 160, 169, somewhere around there on its first trading day, right? But with IPOs, we all know it has that big burst up, and then it sells off for a little bit, and it creates a trench, and then you gotta wait like a month or a couple of weeks or a couple of months before it starts trending back up. I mean, I don't know the future, but it can be on that same trajectory, right? Um, I was watching this one video, and it was explaining how how business evaluations work, right? And what they did is they had a glass of beer on the table, right? And with the glass of beer, there was like fuzz at the top of the glass, and then there was actual beer that you can see in a in a clear glass, right? The fuzz is just like the height, right? But the actual beer is the value of the company. So right now, we don't know how much is fuzz with SpaceX. We don't know how much is the fuzz. So we got to see what a downtrend looks like. All right. So like I said, even though I don't agree with SpaceX, even though things come in a form of innovation, um, just it's coming in a form of innovation as a net positive, but you just never know, right? But like I said, hey, if we can get internet in a desert, right, that's a positive for society, right? So let's just leave it at that. Um, Now, fuck. Like I said, I freestyle these things. But as far as this week, still the same thing. Like I said, this is going to be painfully slow because I get to talk to you longer, right? So the longer it takes me to hit the goal, the longer I get to talk to you, right? So let's take our time. So like I said, that was today's update for this week. Um, the SpaceX IPO did move the market in the upward direction. As you can see, the gains for the week. But like I said, I'm just personally seeing what a SpaceX sell-off looks like. Like, does it go under 135? Right? Do we drop down to 90? Like, we don't know, right? So we have to wait and see. Will I invest in SpaceX? I'd do it as a quick flip, right? See, all right. Let me explain this too. As I do these videos, this one get a little bit better. Like I said, right now I'm kind of stuttering and not getting my words right, but it's cool. But this is what I wanted to say. As far as hold on. Okay. So what I was saying was the way it works is even if you don't believe in a company, doesn't mean it's going to stop its success, right? So SpaceX is going to be what SpaceX is. It's either do you want to participate or do you don't, or do you not